thing.
Oh no! The bad guys are coming!
Okay, we're back.
What are we going to do?
Sorry about that, everybody.
Oh gosh.
My internet decided to shut down all of a sudden, so we'll
I know what we gotta do. We gotta hit him with a truck.
It's like that pillow noise Maddie was making earlier. I think that was him changing the timeline.
Yo.
Just
Alright.
beating it into submission.
Oh my gosh. Like all of a sudden, like I was talking and nobody was saying anything. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, we basically had the same thing on our end. It was like we were all talking and you weren't, and it was like, oh no, Terran dead party.
We wouldn't have an aneurysm.
Okay, so what was the last thing you guys heard before I disappeared into the void?
I don't remember.
Alright, you were all in the Great Temple, and I said like that the Matoran had come in through the door. Did you get to that?
Yes. Yeah. And the three beings, 2 tall people and 1 short person, short king.
Alright.
Yeah, I was asking if I could get a look like to see who they are.
Absolutely.
Like, could I recognize?
You guys, like, no problem at all would recognize a couple of these. The 2 taller figures you would recognize as Toa Lakan and Toa Naho. The shorter figure seems to be a Matoran, but you do not know them. And they're going.
All right.
They're all going to kind of want
to
like, you finally arrived. I was afraid there was going to be trouble getting here with all of you being busy, but I'm glad to see you all made it.
Is he talking to all? Like, can he see me behind the? All right. Well,
Socializing.
Wrong Geek,
we
he's
don't
gonna.
do that here.
Wrong Geek, he's gonna kind of step out. Toa Hero sent the message.
Yes. Me and some of my compatriots dropped you guys off some messages while you were busy. Sorry that we couldn't stay to say much when we did so. You know, Toa business kind of things.
Go back to your drinks.
But that brings us to the point of why we summoned you here. So, as you know, we have defeated the Kanohi dragon recently, and with such, we've entered into kind of this nice peaceful era. But alas, our job as Toa are never done. And alas, though there are many of us, almost a dozen now, we can't all tend to every single problem within the Metru. So, Naho here kind of had a bit of an idea that perhaps, with the permission of Duma, we could kind of get a band of Matoran to kind of come together and act as kind of an organization to tend to the kind of everyday problems of the Metru that the Matoran can't handle themselves, but that a Toa wouldn't necessarily be needed for. As such, Zolu here, any kind of motions to the Matoran, will be heading said organization, and he believes that we all believe, as well as many of the other Toa-manga, I believe that you all have a certain set of skills that may be useful for such a company. And in turn, there may be more added to your ranks, if you so wish to desire.
A very specific set of skills.
Yes. But at the same time, do not feel that you are by any means expected to join. You are free to return to your regular jobs. And we will find others if we need be.
Ngeke just kind of strolls up with no self-awareness whatsoever and very little respect for the fact that he's in the presence of 2 Toa, and it's just like, I just have one question for you. Does this pay?
Lecon's going to look down at you. He's just like, yes, my little cold friend, there will be compensation. The Matoran who request your services will pay you appropriately. But I would hope that in this holy place belonging to the Great Spirit, that perhaps you would have a kind of heart about such things, and an understanding of your service to the Great Spirit, as well as your fellow Matoran.
I'll serve the Great Spirit, alright?
Jesus Christ, he's being savage. He's just gonna kind of give you kind of a perplexed look, and he's just gonna like...
Okay.
Tax suggested your services, but I'm not quite sure why. He said you were kind of stubborn, but... What kind of skills do you bring to the table, my friend?
Ah, well. Negotiation, mostly. I could sell anyone anything. And I'm not the worst shot.
He just kind of looks at you and he's like, kind of off on the wrong foot for a negotiator, aren't you? And he'll kind of chuckle a little bit. Anyway, were you going to do something, Temis?
My guy is basically like Timus is just kind of sitting there, kind of wide-eyed at the whole kind of deal. But
I'm surprised, like
he's just gonna.
in the middle of the whole speech, he's just like, I agree, and just runs forward.
Oh no, that's actually
Yeah.
polite enough to like let people speak. But I'm just gonna raise my hand and I'm just like, so am I allowed to tell my boss that if I'm doing this, not to say anything?
Not to say anything? What would that be about, my friend?
I only have 1 day off a year.
Oh, don't worry about that. Should you choose this will be your new line of employment.
Do I get to keep the workshop?
Say that again.
Do I get to keep the workshop?
Zolu's going to kind of walk through. Actually, about that. I have secured a structure in Tom Metru to act as kind of our home base, to say. It's an older factory, but I think we can get it to accommodate our interests and needs. But I'll tell you a
Older
little bit more about the
factory, but it
situation
checks
of
out.
that after a little bit.
So I get new employment.
Bingo.
No more paperwork.
Only if you want to do it.
Sold. I'm in. Tell me where to go.
Where do I sign? And he'll kind of look over at you, Rangeki, and he's just like, or Nahu's gonna kind of look over, and she's like, "Why are you so cautious, little one?"
Ah, got a quick sneak around here. Those metal, those Vaki. Dark times.
These are not dark times,
Oh.
my friend. The Vaki are merely here to make sure that everybody does their jobs and behaves, and they also help protect you all from Rahi and other creatures.
And give us amnesia.
That hasn't happened yet.
Not yet, Verb. Not yet.
Nah.
They can give you temporary amnesia.
How am I to
Yes.
spend my life, Don, if I'm working in some district?
Well, perhaps this is a change of a new leaf for you. After all, this will take you to all over the Metru, perhaps to other places, wherever the Matoran may need your assistance.
I can proud stand working for Toa Heroes. I know the entire Metru's like the back of my hand.
Excellent. And then they'll kind of look over at you, kind of hiding in the back there, Materu. And what about you?
Materu's just like eating some fucking nachos in the back. Just listening to all of it.
Can I touch the Suva?
Or
There's like a Vaki following you around. Like, do you have to follow you around all day?
God damn it.
Like, it's just like SpongeBob. Like, do you have to follow you around all day?
Just has who's the one Matoran? Was it Takua or Kapura that constantly had like a Vaki guard taking them?
Takua.
Was it Takua?
yeah,
Yeah, it was Takua.
yeah, it was like a whole squad of Vaki dedicated to Takua.
All right. So she's just like, well, what is your answer?
Do I get to leave my Metru a lot?
Yes. As stated to your Limatoran friend cohort over here, this will take you around all of the Metru at one point or another.
But further,
what?
Beyond the island.
There may be times that perhaps we may have you venture to other places, but I don't see that happening in the foreseeable future.
He takes another nachos. Yeah, sure, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Alright.
Buggers.
Well, Zolo's just gonna
moment.
kind of clap his hands and go, excellent. Do any of you require any or do you want any kind of upfront compensation of any kind?
My hand
And he's just
slowly
gonna kind of
raises
leer
up.
over at the Matoran with a kind of a cocked eye.
I need no pay.
My
With
hand
this-
Go ahead.
With this job, Rengiki the Great, his name will be quick soaring in no time.
Oh, certainly, friend.
Like hands on hips.
Just kind of posing heroically.
Yeah. Hingeki just crosses his arms and looks up at Lee Khan. How much are we talking?
He's just gonna cover his face a little bit with his hand. He's just like, as I said,
Bruh.
each Matoran that will ask your help will probably offer you compensation. But if you want some kind of compensation, we can work something out, I'm sure. Perhaps we could even...
Excellent.
I could give you something that no amount of widgets could buy. A favor.
That sounds quite handy.
My character.
Alright, Likan, I need you to assassinate my competition.
Oh my god.
True.
God.
With
I
the
want to
reason.
become
Within
the
reason.
monopoly on general stores in
Stop
Kometru.
being so British.
Timothy is slowly raising his hand once
There
more.
was a sudden purge of Kometru small businesses yesterday, and a great inferno that
Rule
ripped through
Kometru, Kometru, rule the way.
Oh. Timothy is slowly raising his hand once more.
Nah, I was gonna notice. He's like, yes, Temis, what would you like?
So you want us to move some of our stuff to your compound?
You mean the place that Zolu has secured?
Yes, the question, how legal, I whispered that part, does it have to, can the stuff be?
What did you said? Louder.
What did you say?
I'm trying to see if he's typing it out to me or something.
No,
How do you know that name?
no, he said legal. How legal?
Just to kind of look at you, he's just like,
Nervous smile.
what kind of illegal are you talking?
I whisper into her ear exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh no!
She's gonna be like, I suppose it would be melted down in Top Metru anyway. I don't see how that would be of any harm. Actually,
I'm just
I
gonna.
kinda do see how
legal?
that could be of harm, but I'm going to trust you.
Legal? What kind of terrible bad scheme you have going? Dirt dirt drinker?
I just
Already throwing around the slurs.
a old construction project.
It's just like, if it causes any trouble and I have to come and destroy it myself, then we will have a problem. Until that point, you'll be fine.
Oh, no, I can guarantee you, it won't be a problem.
Sounds like trouble.
Yeah,
Sounds like trouble bad. I'm interested.
As he kind of gets closer.
Slowly vibrating over, just like, I guess, illegal shit.
Yes, crimes. My specialty.
hello,
Yeah, my guy's
hello.
not exactly above the law. Either.
Oh my god. Alright.
We're a bunch of criminals.
So,
How did they?
which show
What
am I
was the fucking background check on these guys? Like, when the
which-
Magi were picking these guys, what were they doing?
It's funny because even if
Some
they did
random
do a
names out
background,
of a fucking phone book.
I think
Even
they
if-
probably were like, oh, well, let's
say-
get these troublemakers to do something productive.
Let me just say something. Even if they
Suicide
didn't do,
Squad, if you will.
even if they did do a background check on me, it wouldn't. They still wouldn't have
Yeah.
found it.
It would have been squeaky clean.
Yeah.
It would have been squeaky clean because if this was found out, oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm sure like some of them are just like, for some of you this is a second chance. For some of you this is an opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna. So which show am I speaking to again?
You're talking to Naho.
I'm just like
Oh, sorry. Go on.
one other thing, Naho. So what I mentioned, if I get it working properly, it could be used to help these Matoran in need.
It most certainly could. But I don't know how the rest will react to one of their comrade being
That's actually
aberrant.
why I grabbed it in the first place.
Oh.
I didn't trust certain powers at B, so I thought it would be best to take it into my own hands.
I suppose that's understandable in a person of your situation. She's just like,
Oh,
but believe me, everything's fine with Duma and everything else going on in the city. After all, it is a golden age beginning in the city.
It's not about Duma.
one gift favor I could use, Toa Heroes.
Nikon's gonna just like, yes.
The Turaga. He's mad unhappy with me for my quick travels. If you could get the Vaki off my back.
Kind of like this sort of like shit-eating grin.
Nikon's just gonna kind of look at you. That was part of the reason you were chosen for this task. But since you've already accepted, I will pass that news on to Turaga Duma, and the Vaki should leave you alone from now on. Assuming you don't get into any additional trouble.
I could sing song the Lu Metru anthem now.
Oh god. Were you arrested for being
You made a
unruly in public or
mistake.
something?
No, he's more just because he doesn't stick to his post and he goes around all the Metrus and oftentimes does get into trouble, like exploring sneaking into the archives at 3 a.m.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Night at the museum.
With the
kind of thing.
boys and beans.
Actually, that's a good
Mateo
idea
might
for a
have
session.
helped.
We'll do a night at the museum, a night at the archives.
gone wrong, gone sexual.
In the
Yeah, no.
Oh my
This
god.
is the first time he's been in the temple. Did some quite unsavory things with the
Gamato.
Oh my god.
Indeed.
I'm sure as you say like this, you just see someone going,
His halls were not hallowed that night.
Oh god. So anyway, Zolu's gonna just kind of come to you. He's like, well, if we're all squared away in that regard, shall we head to Tamatru and get started? I have a slight situation with the factory that I need you all to help me with before we can really get to work.
You want me to
You're
go and
sleeping.
bring my stuff over now?
Actually, sorry.
Well, it's more. It's more of that the structure that we're going to be occupying hasn't been in use for close to a century, and there's some occupants. And I figured you might be able to help me deal with it.
Unwanted.
What, you have to kill?
Not necessarily kill.
What terrible bad Paraka are in there?
It's
That's a
our
curse
word.
Whoa, why are we throwing that word
Don't
around?
say the P word.
I mean,
would call the
Paraka
bug-
initially
Do you
just
have-
meant
Do you
Paraka
have,
initially meant murderer or thief. So like,
do you have the
Yeah,
Paraka
but it's
pass?
totally.
yeah, I think actually, Taryn, would Paraka pass cost like around 100 widgets?
Wait, what?
Could I use my Streetwise to acquire? Say I have a P word pass.
Oh my god.
True.
The
Roll me
Paraka pass.
streetwise with a daunting difficulty. 4 purples. And I'm going to spend a story
God
point to make
damn.
one of those a red, so it's a red and 3 purples.
I was actually joking aside, but like the Paraka is like actually just the
Yeah.
Matoran word for thief and murder, so I figured it would make the most
Memory
sense.
serves, I think. If memory serves, it's like the Matoran word. There's something worse
Mhm.
than that.
I was more
Yeah.
I was more joking. I just think it
I know.
makes the most sense for what my character would
Oh
say.
yeah, no, we're just fucking
Yeah.
memeing on you because it's funny.
Oh, I know.
It's
Yeah,
just called Paraka, the you know.
No,
I didn't know that would be that much of a check.
I never put down Zolu's character, did I? Give me 1 second here.
Imagine checking.
Okay, roll 20. Go to tokens.
Ah, damn.
Matoran.
I get canceled.
Right away.
Yeah.
Alright, that's gonna
And
upload.
then
Guys,
he
that's racist.
Just when he got the Valky off of his back.
gets the monkey off your back.
You are immediately arrested and detained.
Little scum.
I don't believe you have the paperwork.
You
to
violated
use
the law.
that.
80.
Anyway. Oh god. Tom Matoran has crushed the Metru.
Oh.
Not
Yeah,
again.
He's too
this is
dummy.
Zolu the Tom Matoran.
Get your fat ass off the Metru.
Then get some
Fire
Damatoran on your.
He do be sitting.
Alright. Anyway. So he's
Taking
just
a
like,
fat seat.
Zolu's just is like, it's nothing that bad. It's just a small Kofo Jaga infestation. They get in there and they like to eat on the scrap metal.
I want one. I want one as a pet.
He just kind of looks at
True.
you. You're welcome to try, my friend.
I can fix
I
him.
will try.
I
Alright.
could fix him.
He's like, if that's all, are we all ready to move out? Any other questions, concerns?
By the Great Spirit! Let's quick fly over there!
I'm slowly raising my hand.
He's like, yes, tennis.
Can you perhaps find a better paying job for my friend KhingK?
What does your friend specialize in?
He's a messenger for my old job, but I fear that with my position opening up, he might get forced to take on such a role.
We're Toa, not miracle workers.
I suppose we could possibly hire him in as doing something similar to his current expertise, perhaps with a lighter load. Once we get the factory cleared out and cleaned up.
I'm just gonna nod and just say thank you very much, Shoheroes.
Nepotism for the win.
Taraga Doom explaining 24-hour work days, 7 days a week is absolutely necessary for Metru-Nui.
Humor is literally Amazon.
There's all over the walls.
See, if we ever got a remake of Metru-Nui, I think we should get Jeff Bezos to voice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they just play those anti-union fucking informatics on the telescreens 24/7.
Oh my god.
What kind of authoritarian bullshit are we in for?
Metru-Nui.
This is Metru-Nui. Much.
Alright.
No, I'm being facetious.
Based on Doom
Is that
pilled.
all? We'll move on. We'll go ahead and head out. And he'll kind of just turn. He's like, Tolakan, Tonaho, thank you for your assistance. And he was just like, right this way, gentlemen. And he'll lead you out the temple door.
Oh.
Return to the the female toe, and just like, you hear that? No girls allowed. I'm just kidding.
You just see every Matoran in the town.
roll a misogyny check.
At you.
Roll a misogyny check.
Bitchless.
Misogyny check.
No bitches.
Okay, so
No widgets.
we are going to shift to this map.
You look like a motherfucker with no widgets right about now.
I still eat my nachos.
Oh my god.
What about your nachos?
What's happening?
I still eat them.
I just made everything go dark. It's okay.
Yes.
That's the 5th time this week.
Oh, I know what the problem
I
is.
have
love
night
being
vision.
blind.
I
know
also
what the
have night
problem
vision.
is. The map is acting up.
I got shit vision.
You can see
Wow.
through the feces.
Okay, I'm gonna do it real fast.
No, I am the feces.
What the
Oh
hell?
no.
Where do we actually have night vision?
I
Yes.
think only Temis has some form of night vision.
Yeah,
I have night
because,
vision.
yeah. Materu would just have, like, a good sense of direction.
You just turn off the light and it's just Timus's glowing fucking lime green eyeballs.
Wow.
Alright, there we go. Let me reveal scenarios real quick. Okay, can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Let me stop what I'm doing and check. Yeah.
Let me deposit your guys' tokens real quick. Put Zolu down, and you guys, Hingeki, Rengeki, Materu, and Temis. There we go. Alright, let me reveal a couple more
Why is Zolu still dummy thick?
Why
I will
aren't they?
fix that momentarily.
Well, you should
Why
be.
are fire
That's why aren't they?
spitters colored?
Temis, I'm dubby thick. In the clap of my axe.
Temis, I'm dummy thick, and I'm trying to sneak through the old factory, but the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the Kofujaga.
Oh my god.
I feel like at that moment, Timus would just be like, "Sounds like a U pro." I know I'm just a mechanic. I don't know what the fuck you expect me to do about that, but
This is the definition of skill issue.
Skill issue, exactly.
There we go.
I'm
Can
a
you guys see on
mechanic.
kind
What
of
the
the
fuck do
outside
you
of the
want
walls
from
now?
me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
We see some bitches.
Now Gizmo.
By that I mean us.
Oh my god.
Yeah, tiny.
So yeah, Toei's just gonna kind of lead you to the front end of this place, and he's just like, here we are. As you guys are sitting amongst the working foundries of Metru, as you guys are moving through Metru, you notice this like, there just seems to be kind of a path of reconstruction going on towards the Great Furnace.
Hey.
This place was
Kinda
really
close, I'm not
badly,
gonna
wasn't
lie.
it?
Whoop. Why are you doing that? See.
Could I guess it wouldn't be relevant yet, but maybe it's see if Rengeki has been around this area before. On his
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll. Roll.
thing, I don't know.
I would say just check, but roll a yellow and a red, but add 2 boost die to it.
What's a red? Oh, yellow against a red?
Yeah. How your
Alright.
luck checks is I roll a yellow and a red paired.
Failure. Yes. No, I haven't been around this specific part yet.
Yeah. Alright. I'm just kind of scattering some things around. So, as you were on walking through, Zolu's just gonna be like, have any of you been to Metru before?
I raise my hand.
Yeah. I have. They're not around this part.
I was called over here at one point to deal with a wreck, help get it up and operational enough to get it moved out of the way.
Interesting.
Oh. So near close to the heat.
He'd kind of be like almost like his hand close to a wall because kind of feel like the heat.
Ambient heat.
Yeah.
Yes. That's part of why I haven't done much business in this region.
Far distance from the cool waters of Metru.
Being
It's
is
kinda
a neighborhood town,
cold
Metru, I
here, I'm
would
not
figure
gonna
you
lie.
would've had at least some experience with the heat here.
He's just saying it's different from Metru because that's just where they were.
He's just built
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. He's used to the heat. It's just like just a thing he's remarking on.
Certified built different.
Built different? Is that what you said?
Built
Yeah.
different.
Built different.
Different.
I'm built stupid.
Ah, yes. My man.
My man.
Alright. For some reason this thing is...
Deep streets.
Last things you
Activate
do.
human music.
So he's just like,
Activate human music.
I've been provided a key, thanks to the Metru supervisor, and he just kind of walks up to the front door and cracks it open. If I can go to the right thing here real quick.
Where's the door?
Right here. And,
Cool.
All right, he'd pull out his lightstone and like move to go in already.
Oh, everybody's fucking crowding around this door. Hingeki's just already reaching for his concealed carry disc launcher.
I'm not even. I'm pulling out my full fucking disc launcher.
Oh, let me have a look-see.
As he kind of would push in.
He's just like, as far as I know, the office is in fairly good shape. So as you guys walk into this first room, it's kind of like a waiting room. There's some scattered chairs about. There's a window looking where you can see a console and kind of a control room on the other side. A door to the right, and just a wall to your right, further right as well.
I just stand in the doors.
Yeah, he's just kind of like, so the room in here is going ahead of us through the window here is just kind of the entry hall, and then we've got kind of the control room. There's a workshop towards the back, and 2 sets of offices, as well as a garage and a storage closet in the back section of the office. To our left over there should be the main entrance into the factory floor.
Oh, that should be where most of the Kofu Jaga are.
I would imagine.
It's the.
So, do we want to try and clear out this area first, or?
What? Could you say that again? Out of character.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, he's just asking, he's like, should we clear out this area first, or do you want to move on to the factory floor?
So the most of them are going to be in the factory floor, right?
Most of them, yes.
What will be here?
Are you asking what the door is there?
The other option, like if we search clear out here first, like what are we clearing out?
So you've got kind of like this office area where, like I said, there's a workshop, a couple small offices, the control room, and like a garage and a storage closet. And then there's a big room that makes up the large part of the actual factory.
Let's seek find these Jaga.
As he'd pull out his dagger.
Wait, don't kill. I want one.
Wait, do I need to have a stabbing license?
Do I need to have a stabbing
I'm not going to bother asking what that is.
Is that in Metru though? Is that just only in Metru?
Well, you got a license for that. Got my stabbing license right here. Love that video.
What a mess. Okay.
By the Queen.
I love our lore now that the Metru is just
It's just England. It is nothing. It is just England now. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So do we have, if we had a
amount of rain 24/7.
So we have,
Yes.
Nudru and Wanua were fighting. What if we gave, what Wanua had like a Scottish or Irish
Oh, boy.
get Nudru.
What, laddie? What are you doing in my bedroom?
Whole other dynamic.
Anyway.
What are you doing in my
Would
archive?
you like to go to the north, or would you like to go to the door to the north?
Let's investigate the smaller office area first.
Yeah, let's take a look-see around there.
He'd be starting to make his way towards the the factory in the back. Wants to try and stop him. Oh gosh.
Reveal a little bit more area here.
This is when we lure Vaki in here and get him fucking, I don't know, killed by the Kofu Jaga.
True.
What is with you and your
I
will
will
to kill
go.
things?
Could I
Oh,
actually? Is there something I could roll to know? See if I know what a Kofu Jaga is.
Listen, man, I just
I
want the
think this
Vaki
is
killed
like
so I
a
can
knowledge
take its shit.
Rahi of sorts. So just roll me a general knowledge check.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
All right.
I'll be
I just
like,
want to kill
oh,
the.
Make it
I just want
an
to kill.
easy check.
I just
So
want to kill
against like
Vaki.
one purple or
Yeah,
something, or
one purple.
I just want to kill Vaki so it can take its fucking parts.
that's a success.
Okay. Yeah, you know Kofu Jaga. They're little fiery scorpions that are more of a nuisance than a threat.
All right.
Spray bottle.
They tend to feast on cables and molten protodermis occasionally. They seek out areas of high heat.
Mm-hmm. I actually swapped grayed out my disc then to wouldn't want to get stung then.
And they like to swarm as well, because at
Mhm.
least they swarm Tahu.
Yes, they do.
No,
who's
they're
What
Taku?
factory is this?
they're K-pop.
What
Bro.
factory is this?
What kind of factory is it?
Yeah.
As you're kind of looking around, you start finding notes. It seems to be a factory that used to produce like mining implements for Onu Metru, but it's been shut down since the Kanohi Dragon incident, and it's probably been outsourced back to Onu Metru.
Welcome to Onu Core.
I want to check to see if there's any like
Welcome to
logs
Fuckbag.
on any certain mining equipment that'd be kicking around here.
Roll me. The power's off at the
Happy.
moment, so you're gonna have to
Yeah,
find the
so I
generator
want
to
to see
get
if I
the
can find
PCs
a.
to come on.
Yeah, I want to see if I can start looking around for the generator.
Okay. Alright. I guess just kind of go room to room. Does anybody want to look at any other particular rooms or doorways? The little kind of silvery looking walls are doorways.
Yeah, I'm actually going over here.
Okay, you're going to the left, Temis? Or the...
I'm going, where would I... So, a generator would probably be closer to the back.
Certainly.
I'm assuming we're off to the side. So, let me zoom in on this real quick so I can see better. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, so I'd guess that... So the main floor is probably to the left. That hallway to the right. I'm gonna check down that way, see if I can start looking around for the generator.
Okay, this way?
There we go.
Yeah, right there.
Alright, so as you enter into this
Right
hallway,
here.
you see a door to the left, a door to the right, and a door at the end of the hall.
I'm gonna just peek through the doors on both sides.
Okay. As you peek through the door on the right, it just seems to be kind of an empty office room full of a series of computers. Let me go ahead and reveal that for you. As you peek through the door to the left, give me 1 second here.
Because I know there's coverage jogger around, so I'm just gonna like carefully peek.
Roll me a perception check, 2 difficulty.
Also I can't see in the dark, so if there's...
It's not a matter of darkness.
Okay, so perception. Let's see here. So 2 perps.
Yeah. Sounds like someone's being chased by police in the background.
Yeah, it's over
That
here.
is
That is a
no
threat.
success, but it's just a threat.
So yeah, as you kind of open the door, you can't seem to find anything wrong in there. But as you do, you hear kind of a quick skittering, and you're gonna hear something kind of slam into the door. Give me 1 second here.
Good thing I didn't open the door all the way.
Yeah.
It's me!
Okay, it's gonna be. It's gonna fail. Get a threat. You're gonna as you kind of open the door and peek your head, you hear like a quick skittering sound, and you see like something slam into the door and kind of bounce off, and kind of go reeling. How would you like to react, Tennis?
So like it's reeling, right?
Yeah, it
I'm
sounds
gonna
like it's kind
peek
of
around the door.
wobbling around in the room.
I'm gonna peek through the door to see what it is real quick, and then if it's what I think it is, shoot it with the disc launcher.
All right. Yeah, as you kind of peek it in,
Jack
you
its ass.
see a Kofo Jaga kind of stumbling around in the supply closet, kind of trying to get its senses back in order.
So I assume it's probably a little easier to hit
Yeah.
because it's stumbling.
Yeah, it's going to be dazed for the moment, which means it.
So
Kinari, is that you?
Yeah, it adds a black die to all checks it makes.
okay, so what do you want me to add to my roll here for my ranged?
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll ranged, and you're gonna roll 2 purple.
2 perps. Do you want me to add anything like bonuses or like can
I'm
I
gonna
aim or something?
say add a boost die because
'Cause
it's
it's kinda
disoriented,
stumbling.
but add a black die because you're trying literally to throw a disc through a hallway.
So 1 boost and then 1 second.
Probably should have just kept these tokens blank. They're kind of hard to tell that they're Kofo Jaga.
So let's see here. So it would be 1B.
Yep, and 1 BLK.
1 BLK.
BLTs.
I'm having to ping pong back and forth because this one friend of mine will not shut the fuck up.
It's okay, my friend.
Kinari, is that you?
So 2P, 1B, and 1 BLK.
Yeah, 2P, 1 BLK, and 1 blue on top of that.
Okay. See if this does it.
That is a failure, but you have 3 advantages. So you definitely don't hit the Kofo Jaga, but I'm going to say with those 3 advantages, you manage to knock like one of the boxes off the storage shelf, and it falls down on top of it. And you just see the thing kind
This
of...
is a returning disc.
Yeah. So it comes right back to you. But you missed. But I'm going to say with those 3 advantages, you hit the box on top of the shelf, and you literally hear like a whole box full of heavy tools fall over down on top of this poor Kofo Jaga. And you just kind of just see kind of as its legs kind of curl up underneath it from being crushed.
So it's dead.
It's dead.
Dead.
They're not exactly soft.
We do a wee bit of murder.
We do a little bit of.
Kinari will
This
remember this.
thing try to kill my ass. I'm just like, you picked the wrong house, fool.
Truly.
This is my house now. All right.
We do a wee bit of breaking the Toa code.
We're not Toa though, so you know.
I didn't kill.
Exactly.
Technically, I didn't kill it. The box did.
It's a good thing you're not Toa.
Your Honor.
Discs don't kill people.
Fence. It was a stray rock that fell on him.
Were you trying to kill
Indeed.
it? Yes. But and it died. Yes. Did you shoot? Did you shoot at it? Yes. No. It hit the box. The box killed it. So you killed it. No, the box did.
This man did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
Client is simply built differently.
I'm just gonna finish off by saying, I'm gonna like mark that room as clear and the other room continue down the hallway.
Right. Let's jump to someone else real quick. Let's jump to.
I'll just say like I'm down here. There you go.
Yeah. Let's do KhingK.
here
What
now.
do you just heard Temis like pop at the door, throw something. You hear like a clap, and just kind of everything's
Just
okay.
watch it go off.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm socially inept. I don't even just.
Yeah.
Timus is just excited, like, wow, staying on the job and I have a good time. I take I took a giant bug outside. I put it down like Old Yeller. I'm good. This is great.
Epic moment. So yeah, he's
Actually,
just gonna kind of keep going where he's going. He doesn't want to have any part in that.
Compared to my this is
Through the
great.
doorway in front of you.
Yeah, he's just gonna peek through this door, see what's behind it.
All right. Just kind of do a polygon reveal here.
Imagine polygons.
Wait, I know what to do. I know exactly what I should do. While I wait.
That's what you see. As you can roll that check real quick. Average difficulty.
Okay, I will get the thing up. Character sheet. And skills. And perception. Is... Yeah, okay. 2p, right? Does that work? Oh, what? Why? I know why it was 4. I literally put 2.
That's okay.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, so what did you roll? Dear Lord. Do you have
Yeah.
some still stuck up in your upper part of your dice thing?
Yeah, I don't know where that would be though.
It's at the very top of your page. Yeah, you've got 2 in your thing at the top. So go ahead and roll it again.
Okay. Epic moment.
Hopefully you won't. There we go. So, as you kind of open the door and poke your head through, you hear a lot of skittering about in this room. The sounds of like things crawling on the walls and like you hear like kind of a chewing sound almost. Like there's cables being chewed on or something like that. And you hear a lot of it. Heck, you even hear
Oh,
something
dear.
in the room to your left.
Oh boy. Well, he doesn't want anything to do with that, so he's just got the hell off.
Reveal the out there. All right. Would you like to? Why is there deer everywhere?
MS was here moment.
Okay.
Truly.
Let's jump to Rengeki. Rengeki, what are you doing in this kind of control room at the moment?
Oh, the reason I'm putting that in says he's literally leaving like marks in fucking
Matoran. I need to upload like my Matoran to do that for you.
Oh, funny.
And yes, on around the corpse, spray painted on the. What can I say? Except you're welcome.
What can I accept among us?
I will kill you for this.
Yeah, I know. I'll be ready.
You never will.
I'm just doom guying my way through the fucking side of the
leaving
factory right
fucking, leaving fucking messages behind you.
Anyways, he'd say he turned to I think it's gonna be Matoru, right?
Yeah.
A lot of loud clatter over there.
And then he would just this door.
Okay. You're not gonna
I will
even
follow.
you're not gonna do anything as you move through the door.
Leroy!
You just walk right up.
Leroy Jenkins.
As I said before, my guy is reckless. So.
Just like he's going, like you're just running in, and I'm just checking cord.
Vigilance check.
Cool. All right.
So things in my eyes.
Oh my god.
Two purples, I think, is the average, isn't it?
You see a Kofo jacket kind of sitting there chewing on a floor, kind of turns and looks at you.
Throw my discs.
No! Wait. Oh. Wait. Damn it. What? The disc?
Nah, you gotta have to.
You gotta find another one, partner.
No!
This one's mine!
Roll.
I grab his disc.
Roll your ranged attack with 2 difficult. Actually, it's short range because it's across the room. Roll 1 purple to ranged.
1 purple to round. Okay. Where did I put? Oh, here we go. Success and 3 successes and 1 advantage.
Okay. What's your base damage?
5.
Okay, that means you do 7 damage.
Take this out
as he
You literally shut
Just-
your door as it kind of looks at you funny, and you clock it square between the eyes, and you literally carapace open.
Oh
It
my
wasn't
God.
even a-
Door,
Among
It
Us.
wasn't even attacking you. It's just like, what?
and you kind of
Floor tastes like floor.
tosses his fist around as he kind of backs up to turn to look at Mataru.
Like horror.
I'm shot.
I respect it.
poor little scorpions. They're just hungry.
Wait. He kind of be upset that the guy just leaves. It's not admiring yet or whatever. Runs out.
Next time, you guys all find a strange item that you wake up as a bunch of Matoran storming into your house.
Earth breather. Wait. Where are you going?
I'm going to tell my friend.
It is your turn, Materu.
A pal friend's right here.
He points to himself.
Yo.
It's not the...
He's just looking at you like.
I find it funny, Eldest, how last night you and me were discussing the whole animal companion thing. Poor Materu over here is the one that's wanting the animal companion the most.
I'm not gonna befriend a fucking fire scorpion, like, bro.
I'm not a monster.
For
That's
killing
what I
only.
mean, though.
Do when you get through this door.
I want to look through the room. If I can see anything in the dark.
It's kind of more dimly lit through the door.
Yes.
Alright, roll me a perception check. Average difficulty, so 2 purples.
Just 2 purples.
Yeah, average.
Do I have any? Okay.
Roll me to...
What's my perception? Check.
It just says dice pool. So, if you go down to your skills,
Yeah.
do you see perception on there?
I have 3 greens.
Okay, so
Why don't
roll
you-
3 greens against those 2 purple at the top of your sheet.
Do I also add these purples in or not?
Just keep them in there. If you'd rather re-roll it, you can do that too.
Keep it.
Okay, just roll me 3 greens in. So, damage. So as you kind of poke your head through the door, you're not really picking up on it. You don't hear anything or see anything in particular. But I tell you what, I'll give you a boost die on the next thing you do.
Oh.
Epic moment.
So do you want to go through the door all the way? All right. So as you step out into the floor, let me just go ahead and reveal this hole here.
Ah, yes. Epic moment.
Oops, I did that wrong.
It's for a time.
When the Doom music kicks in.
Listen, I actually have that on speed dial in case I run into a fucking Kofi Saga. I'm gonna find that power generator. I don't care how many you wish to get to it.
All right, and as you kind of walk through, go ahead and roll me a vigilance check with 2 purples, but add a boost die from your. So you're gonna do your vigilance skill, which is I'm not sure what it is offhand, against 2 purple and 1 with 1 blue added.
Vigilance is 1 yellow and 2 greens.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. So yellow, 2 greens, a blue, and 2 purples. And I tell you what, add that black that I've been holding on to for a little bit. Thing anyway.
1, 2, 1.
Okay, success and advantage. As you open the door fully, you suddenly hear a bunch of Gofo Jaga around you. 1 second here. Token layer. Token layer. Token layer. As you swing open this door loudly, you see all 4 of these Kofo Jaga who've been just kind of chewing on things, kind of stop and kind of turn around and look at you with their big black beady eyes.
I wave at them and I throw my nachos at them.
You throw your what
Oh
at
my
them?
god.
So I said nachos.
Yes.
I didn't finish
it's
them
been
yet.
eaten.
Oh no. Okay.
Throw your lunch at him.
Yes.
I mean, they are hungry.
I tell you what, if you want to spend a story point right now, I will give you some kind of like snackish thing that you could theoretically throw with them. Because I don't think you actually have one
Yes.
on your inventory.
I do not. I just made that up.
Alright, I will have you
Yeah, no, he's been chewing on these nachos for a while. I'm surprised that he hasn't gotten through them yet.
The snack that smiles back.
Alright.
Snap that child's back. Goldfish.
So what we have right now is 2 Destiny points for you guys, and I have 3 on hold.
Meanwhile, my
So
bird.
basically,
Well,
Okay, so
and there's
basically-
an aneurysm in the background.
So basically, your mom.
So basically, I'm monkey.
Okay.
that's kind of deep.
Okay. So yeah, you're kind of just like, oh, thank goodness I have these portable snacks. I guess, Teru. What would you like to do with said snacks?
I want to throw some of my snacks at the closest one.
Okay, so this
The
one.
one right. Wait, let me.
Okay.
Feminine screaming.
yeah,
as you
this
throw
one,
your snacks.
yeah.
Let me try to think about what this is gonna be.
Just feminine. All we hear is feminine screaming as you just throw your snacks at them. Just like. "Ah!"
I'm going to have the Kofo Jaga roll a discipline check.
Lunch
It's like
issue.
Kineri all over again.
And what is your what's your survival rating, Materu?
That's 3 greens.
3 greens. Okay.
Yes.
So this little sucker for discipline has a willpower of 1. So it is literally rolling
Of course.
1 green. I'm going to spend a story point and upgrade it to red. It's going to spend 1 red against 3 purples to resist your treats.
Oh no.
So
I'm just trying to help you.
Stop resist.
Stop resisting.
hold on a second. Oh, I rolled the wrong kind of die for that.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Listen, but
The Kofo Jaga rolled a triumph.
Oh.
So the Kofo Jaga is not going to fall for your bait, but it is literally going to walk up to it, grab it in its claws, and then skitter away as fast as it can.
I.
Bait and switch.
I take the treats for myself.
My treats now.
Yeah.
This would later be the Kofo.
Limited food.
Later, this would be the Kofo
Yes.
Jaga that crit Maroa in the archives.
Yes. It's
I
been
can't
beefed
be
up that much.
surprised.
You know, we wouldn't have to deal with this issue if we just had Toko show up and tell him that something
So-
needs to be beaten within an inch of its life.
Yeah,
Toko
Toko
shows
just
up.
walks through this fucking factory and is literally just stomping every Kofo Jaga in sight underfoot. Doesn't even bother attacking them, he's just walking around.
He's
When
just
Toko
walking
shows up and
through
says
them.
it's Morbin time.
Alright.
Truly.
It's
Toko begins to
Mormon time.
morb.
It's token time.
Alright, we're gonna
Oh my
we'll jump
god.
back over to Temis
I
real
l-
quick. Temis, what are you doing besides
I love
graffitiing the walls?
What are you doing besides graffitiing the walls?
Doing a wee bit of
I'm gonna-
investigation.
I'm at the end over there. We're gonna peek through this next door. I'm peeking. I'm just cracking it open, peeping through.
We do some trolling.
Do a little bit of trolling.
As you kind of peek your door through. You actually do see the generator sitting in the far corner of this kind of garage-looking area. Go ahead and roll me perception again with an average difficulty.
Okay, so how many perps is that?
2 purple.
2 perps. Okay. Or are you perception? There you are. It's a 2 perp.
No trolling.
What do we got?
Oh wait, I just rolled normal. I rolled the greens by accident with no perpies. Let me go ahead and add the fucking perps.
Okay.
I'll just do it separate. I'll just do it
That's fine.
separately because I've already got 2 perpies.
So everything cancels out, so you get literally nothing. You hear nothing as you kind of look around. You see the generator across the way.
Okay, I'm gonna.
But I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm just
say
gonna
as
take
you kind of
caution.
begin to kind of step in through the door, I'm gonna have this thing make a.
You got my foot in.
Yeah, hold on. I need to roll a. Let's see, 2 greens, 2 purples. Well, I did that wrong because I've got so many dice piled up in my box. There we go. So it's going to be 2 successes and 2 threats. Temis, as you walk into the door, you feel a sharp pain shoot through your leg. That burns.
Look down to see who the fuck it is.
You have been stung by a Kofo Jaga. And it
Ow.
had so what it is the damage is going to be 2 or it's going to be 4 plus. Okay, you got 6 damage. What's your soak?
My soak, let me fucking check.
Or 5 damage, sorry.
My soak is 3.
Okay, you take 2 damage. So your wounds goes
Okay.
up to 2. And
So
as you
I
kind of
go.
revile
So I have
back, I'm
13
gonna
out
give
of
you a
15
boost die to
wounds.
react to this thing. But
Okay.
you get it. Oh, it bypasses 2 of your soak, so you actually take 4 damage. I'm sorry.
So I take 4 damage. Okay.
Yes, and then
Let me just edit that then.
and then Venomous one, you are going to take 1 point of damage every now and again until you get that dealt with.
Okay. How do I deal then?
It would be a medicine check that you do on yourself.
All right. Well, I have no medicine check, so I don't know if we have a fucking person to do that.
You can do a medicine check. You have the capability to do it, but you'll have to deal with that later. Anyway, what would you like to do in response to this thing stinging you?
Shoot the hell out of it.
All right, roll me a ranged
Like
attack
just
with 2
back
purple.
up and shoot it.
Do you want to back up and
Yeah, and you
disengage
said
from it?
I'm just like trying to like put a little bit of space between me and it.
Okay. That's all you really need to get out of engage from it. It will cost you 2 maneuvers to get out of engaged range from it. So you're going to have to take 2 strain to back up from it. But then you are now at short range, so it'll be 1 purple to your attack.
So it's 1 purple and I have a boost die, which is blue.
Yeah, you have a boost die because it rolled 2 threats.
Okay, so
as you just kind of react and roll back and fire at it.
Yeah, I'm currently just like editing everything. Let's see here. Because I have my health bar up. So yeah, I'm gonna. So it's a purple, 1 perp, 1 blue, and my normal crap. Okay. So,
My gosh, somebody's massacring a bag.
The sound I make
So
when I
that
get into a
is
point of view, you're a bag
3
of chips.
successes, 3 successes, and 2 advantages.
Oh my gosh. What is the damage rating on your disc?
On the disc launcher or the disc itself?
The disc launcher.
Okay, so it says right here the disc launcher rating is.
A 7, I think?
Does not say anything about modifiers or anything like that. Oh yeah, here it says damage 7.
Okay. So you do 9 damage. That bypasses its soak by a lot, and you basically, as the Onimetru just hits this thing, it just gets flung against the back wall and slumps down dead. As you literally launch it back through the doorway. You know, like whenever you see in a movie when someone gets kicked back out of the saloon and the door just kind of swings on its hinges? That's literally what happened to this poor Kofo Jaga. You shot it, it gets flung back through the door, and you hear it crash into the walls. The door just kind of closes in front of you.
Oh no! Then the disc goes shooting through the door because it's returning.
Yeah, it opens the door back open again.
But if I can, I just want to go ahead and treat myself so I'm not constantly taking damage.
Okay,
I'll just move back.
Roll me a medicine check. I'm trying to remember what the things for this.
Yeah, and then next turn I'll get the generator online, but I need to recoup.
Give me 1 second, and I will get back to you on what you need to do for that. I thought I wrote it down somewhere. It might be under the. No, it's not under that. Okay. I think
Fuck! I forgot to play the Doom music, Hobo. Okay, I'll just listen to the only thing they fear is
never
you
mind.
in the background.
You aren't poisoned. It didn't have enough advantages to poison you.
Oh, okay. Woo! Then never mind. Then I'm just gonna use my. Instead of doing that, I'm just gonna make my way over if I can, if I'm able.
We'll move on, but I will assume that you will end up in that room. I'll go ahead and reveal the room to you.
I'll go ahead and just move myself in there then.
Okay. Next up is going to be Hingeki.
I'll go ahead and leave my spray paint around.
But yeah, I was basically just standing there watching Temis just fucking execute this Kofo Jaga right in front of me, right?
Pretty much, yes.
Excellent. Yeah, so...
Holy
fuck. What is Hingeki's usual attitude towards Rahi?
Yeah, well, Kofo Jaga are pests, so he's probably not too bothered by the sight, but he's kind of getting the idea that maybe this is one to stick close to so that he gets out of this situation unscathed. So he's just gonna follow behind.
Alright.
Glancing with a little amount of concern at all of the graffiti along the walls.
The graffiti and the carnage he has left behind.
Yes. Well-meaning serial killer.
The results of being cooped up in an office for your entire life with a seething hatred.
Listen, you get a chance to pop off, so what do? You pop off.
Yeah.
Alright. So, if you're not going to do... Are you going to look for anything in particular, or any interactions that you want to do, or do you want to go ahead and move on down the turn order?
I suppose he would just be like, do you mind having a tag along?
Well, I mean, do you say that in character, or you,
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna look over, like, grinning like a fucking idiot, because this is the best time of my life.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, just kind of say, yeah, the more the merrier.
Among Us.
Mogus.
Watch over me, I gotta fix this generator.
Oh my god.
Generator moment.
Yeah.
Listen, explain this. Yeah, so you know the office worker that the trip the office worker that's has a boring job, but he gets to and it doesn't matter what it is, he gets the opportunity to go just ape shit, and he's just the happiest man alive. It's just that.
Yeah.
I love how Meat's player character evolution has gone from a literal lunatic who beats the crap out of Rahi with his fists that eats sand to now a murder-happy office worker.
Yeah.
Oh god, I love this. All right, we'll jump over.
You know what's funny?
Hmm?
You know what's funny about that whole thing? This is the only campaign where I'm like this.
Well,
Yeah, this is the only.
that's what it was meant to be.
It's just how the character is.
All right.
It's the only campaign where I'm like this.
All right.
It's what my character would do.
Okay, Rengeki, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Over Matero digging through his chip bag heavily. Yeah, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
All right. Well, I suppose I would follow after a Mataru.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to go around him, you can. As you kind of move out there, you literally see him watching as another Kofajaga like running off with a bag of treats, and you see like 3 other Kofajaga kind of eyeing you like with kind of caution.
Look alive, friend.
As he kind of stepped forward.
The fire bugs are at it.
They're not attacking us. Calm down.
He's holding his lightstone in the other hand. He's got his disc ready.
I take his skull
Put
down.
the disc down.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the factory.
What? Huh?
Put it down.
But they're Jaga. They're just here to sting you with their fire stingers.
We can talk him out of it.
Talk? They're Rahi.
Yes. But they can understand us. I read it in a book.
Don't worry, guys. I saw this on the internet once.
I think
I was about to say that.
my friend. I think you've been eating too much dirt.
Go swing on a shot or something. And I will just walk to that Kofajaga.
All right.
I feel
are you
party
ready to
racism
try and
already.
find the Kofajaga?
I love how
Yes.
the dynamics right now are just like it's just, hey, don't kill him, and then just like, ah, come on, man, we got they're bugs, and another one, and then it's just like, it's, I'm going with this guy. He seems to know what he's doing.
You hear intense metal music from the other side of the factory blasting, just screams of insults.
I know it's silly dumb for me to ask this, but do you have a thought plan?
As he's just kind of following him.
Yeah,
What kind of plan?
What is your plan, Materu?
Tame as many Kofajaga as I can.
Okay.
The Taraka calls me Rock Brain, but negotiating with Rahi? Or settle talking with Rahi?
I guess it's a better one.
Yeah.
Alright. What exactly are you going to try and do to these... Are you going to do this to like a group of Kofajaga, or are you going to try and do it to an individual one?
Just one for now.
Okay. Roll me... Or what are you going to do to it? Just gonna walk up to you and go like, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Yeah, sure.
Currently, your bag of snacks was taken by another one, so.
Settle talking with Jaga?
Because I guess he has a thing with Rahi, just not insects.
I hate bugs.
Yeah, I will try to talk with it, communicate with it.
Roll me a charm check. One
You just
purple die.
murder my way through.
Charm.
And add a black
That's
die.
green.
Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna roll your charm, which is how many greens?
1.
Okay, you're gonna roll 1 green against 1 purple with a black die added to it.
1, 1, 1.
What do we got?
Oh yeah, it's
A
murdering time.
failure. Aw. Okay.
It's
As you
war
just kind of like,
time.
come here, little guy. It'll be all right. The thing is just gonna literally
You're
kind of.
kitty.
It's gonna spring at you and attack you with its claws.
Can I try and like intercept or something, Terran, or like attack it as it's doing that? Since I was close by with my weapon already out.
I tell you what, we'll
He's
roll
asking
continue-
to help a homie. He's asking to help a homie in distress.
I'm gonna roll cool for it. You're gonna roll vigilance, Rankiki, to see if you can kind of intercept this.
All right.
Tell me what
So
To help
what do
a
I
homie in distress.
do? I have to put a dice against it or just a zero for the other
rolled
opposing?
It rolled 2 successes. You have to roll more successes and advantages, or
I don't think I can even do that. Actually, I rolled two successes and advantage.
you beat it to the punchline. Go ahead and make your attack.
All right. I tossed my. I'm gonna try and toss my disc. I guess. Let's see here.
Ranged attack, 1 per.
Because it can actually go around. Also, so even if it's in front of him, it can actually, since he's an obstacle, it can go right around him and hit.
Yeah. Let me
the thing.
Let me roll that for it real quick. Yep, it definitely goes,
Wouldn't that be like
goes right around him. No trouble.
All right. Well, I just have to see. I need to put a purple up against it. Sorry. Should I just roll a purple?
Yeah, you
see
can roll a purple. Like I said, they kind of cancel each other out. So you got 2 successes and a threat. So I'm gonna say
and an advantage. That cancels out one of the threat, right? Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely hit this Kofo Jaga, but I'm gonna say just from the fact you threw your disc and hit the darn thing, and from the surprise of just being attacked, Materu, you take a strain.
Okay, how does
what
that
is
work?
the damage on that disc?
5.
Okay, 5.
I'm just listening to the only thing they fear is you in the
Quick!
background.
Quick move, my friend.
Ah, I fall.
You literally hit this darn bugger, and you override its soak, and it kind of gets launched against the wall and just slumps to the ground.
He'd run and just grab Matoru and start pulling him. Trying pulling him away from like the other Jaga.
But I could have taken Kineri with me.
He could have been my friend.
Get it through your skull. You can't settle talk with Jaga.
He's just pulling you back.
Can't negotiate with the Jagas.
Alright, I'm gonna say that
What's
these
a skull?
other two are just gonna kind of start working your way and kind of clambering up over the tops of the conveyors. That one's gonna still be kind of sitting back in the corner. This one's gonna hear the commotion and come to investigate. Alright. Tennis.
Yep.
And Hengiki, what are you guys doing in the garage?
I'm gonna try to get that generator online.
Alright, roll me an average mechanics check. So 2 purple.
I thought you'd never ask.
Hengiki, is there anything that you're kind of looking around at?
Yeah, I suppose it'd just be investigating around this place, making sure there's no more Jaga here, and seeing if there's anything interesting
Okay, roll me a perception check.
in like any of these.
Hey, I got.
Yes.
Just you don't have to
Let's
add
see here.
any dice to it. Just kind of roll me your perception check.
Yeah.
So I got 2 advantages, and I think I got 3 fails. No, 1 fail and 3
Actually,
advantages.
Actually, go ahead and add 2
Oh.
purples to that, Hengeki, if you don't mind. Oh, you got 3. Oh my god.
I got 3 advantages, but 1 fail.
You can't seem to get the generator going right away. But you think there might be like a short in the mechanism somewhere, like there's a panel that's kind of preventing like the igniter from getting any kind of power from the grid.
Yeah, so I'll try to. So, do I think the panel's in this room or like outside?
Luck check.
Okay.
It
It doesn't work like that, does it?
You're kind of looking at the cables. You see it kind of lead out the door at the top. It seems to be heading off into the factory.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm heading off.
All right.
I'm just gonna say to my over my shoulder, just like faulty. There's a faulty panel leads out to the factory.
I see.
But yeah, I'm gonna peek through the door.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything out there at the moment.
Seems like everything has gone over to the other side of the factory.
Here, I'll go ahead and roll 2
Shut
purple
up.
to counteract your thing. Yeah, you do find something. As you're kind of looking around, Hingiki, you're kind of, you like see a couple crates sitting around. There's kind of just a scattered scrap around. But if you give me 1 second here. Oh lord. Oh, that's even better. You're gonna find a Maru-Kabolo berry just kind of sitting over in the corner.
So,
It's kind of an orangish looking fruit, and as you kind of touch it, you can feel like a heat kind of emanating from it. Roll me just a general knowledge check to see if you know what this is. Being from Kometru, fruit isn't exactly your strong suit.
no. Are there any modifiers to that, or just
Make it a average difficulty, so 2 purples against it.
yeah?
A success and a threat. As you're kind of holding this thing, you realize that you are holding a Maru-Kabolo, which is an explosive fruit. It's kind of over-ripened, and whenever they contact things, they explode violently. So for a second, like with your threat, you like almost drop it, and then you just kind of like, oh shit, and catch it. Take a strain.
Oh boy.
But you now have a Maru-Kabolo, and I will send you the stats for that.
Okay.
More graffiti is right now.
So that's a weapon, is it?
It essentially works like a grenade.
Yeah.
Here you go.
So it's like a Matoran Universe version of a Thornax fruit.
Yes. It
How much does that cost, Taryn?
It's worth 50 widgets roughly.
All right, I was about to ask if I could use my Streetwise to see if I could have a grenade in my pocket, but now I realize that I could actually just do that.
Yeah.
Wanted to make sure. Anyways, go on.
It's one of those things of handle with care. All right. Yeah, so Temis, as you kind of poke your head out, you don't see any Kofo Jaga kind of floating around this end of the factory anymore. But you do hear a commotion coming from the west end.
It's good for them. My whole job is to fix the panel.
All right. As you kind of follow in the cable along, it seems to be heading over towards this back wall here. Hold on a sec, wrong button. Can you see that ping?
Give me a second. I'm leaving another graffitied mess behind.
Of course you do.
There you go. So ping it again. All right. Then I'm going to start making my way over if I can. Like I can see I see there's like a jog up there, right? Yes. I think he's dead.
Oh, sorry, I had myself muted by accident. Yeah, as you move over there, you see a Jaga. It's kind of got its head kind of stuck in a food bag that it seems to have found. It's not.
Well,
even
you know
paying
what?
any mind.
I'm gonna leave it to its business, and it's got its munchies. I'm not gonna appear threatening to it.
All right,
I'm
I'm
gonna
literally
just
have
keep
to make
making work
art
on the
later
panel.
of a Kofo Jaga with a chip bag on its head.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make my way to the panel and get to work.
All right. Since this is a
Also, there's graffiti now on the around the other body.
All right.
This is somebody throw this thing in the dumpster.
Make me a average mechanics check again. So 2 purple.
All right, 2 perp. This bird is narrating my life.
Yeah, that's my cockatiel. He decided to get talkative all of a sudden.
It's not as bad as my fucking family's bird. I think that's 3 successes and a threat.
All right, yeah, you kind of open it. You realize like there's a fuse missing, and you see one kind of sitting down on like the lower part of the shelf with the power box. You kind of just pick it up and shove it in there, and you just hear like the box start humming, and it kind of sparks for a second when you shove the fuse in there. So you're gonna take a strain, but yeah, you hear the power start to hum again.
Oh Lordy.
Oh boy. So yeah, I'll I guess the generator is fine. I don't need to do anything with it.
You'll probably have to go back.
Or
I would say that it just kind of kickstarts and it kicks up, and the lights in the factory kind of come on. From that though, the other two currently fighting the Kofu Jaga, Materu and Rengiki. As these lights suddenly kick on, you see the Kofu Jaga around you just kind of suddenly kind of wince back suddenly from the sudden burst of light coming into the factory.
damn Matoran fixing shit again.
Wouldn't that suck for the Onomatoran as well?
Probably.
Oh my eyes!
Listen, man, I knew the light was gonna come on. I probably would have shielded my eyes.
You flashbang yourself.
Fuck.
Oh,
I probably got more flashbang for the fact I just got electrocuted.
Yeah, no.
That was represented by the strain. Don't worry.
You better scurry run. You better flee run.
It's kind of like shaking his dagger and his disc in both hands.
All right.
I
So yeah, I tell you what. You have a turn to act before they do anything. What do you want to do? The two of you.
I'm gonna talk. Actually, more likely, I'm going to continue to try and move Matoru like back away because he seems to be a danger to himself.
You insult me? Excuse you?
Am I wrong?
I'm not a criminal.
Criminal.
That's not the point.
Yeah, no, that's not the point. It's more of a you're gonna get yourself. You're gonna turn yourself into Jaga food.
Jaga bait.
I gave him food.
All right. So are you going to attempt to drag him back through the door?
Yeah.
All right, Materu, are you resisting this?
No,
Okay.
I'm just laying there.
Defeated. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Where
As-
is Kinari?
And he's just like taunting them as he's or like kind of shouting at the Jaga as he's trying to pull like pushing. He has a Matoru behind him. He's kind of just like backing him back into the hallway here.
Okay. Roll me coercion.
Coercion against him or against them?
Against them. Let me figure out what their discipline is real quick. Yeah, against one purple.
All right, this might not go well.
Add a boost die too, if you don't mind.
I rolled 2 successes and
You
a
don't even
threat.
need it. Okay. Go ahead and roll that boost to see if you get rid of that threat. Or I can roll it if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they got rid of the threat. So yeah,
All right.
you shout at all these Kofa Jaggers like, "Get back, all of you!" kind of situation.
Scurry flee!
Let me. These two are just kind of the ones that are kind of up on the thing are just gonna kind of take your heating, and they look like they're about to split. And I'll say that the other, the one down here, is still being a little bit stubborn because you're kind of blocking its path.
This one up here?
Yeah, this one right here.
Right.
But these two are going to take off down the ramp and escape out of the building.
All right.
We succeeded, just like according to the plan.
Well, there's still one. We'll see.
Shut up. Details.
All right, Matera, did you have any actions that you wanted to take?
I guess there's still one you could try. You want to
Still the one
try?
with it's in the chip bag.
I'm about to fucking shoot that one.
No, you will not. I stand up and I try to Rahi talk with it again.
Oh,
No.
this one?
What are you?
Because there's two of them. Because the shitbag one is up where I am.
Don't touch that one. That is the cool one.
I'm about to shoot it.
It's just eating my food.
Yeah, you
Dirt,
target.
Isn't that
dirt brain, are you slow thinking?
All right. Are you,
No, I'm stubborn.
okay. If you're are you trying to charm the one in front of you?
Yes.
Okay. Roll your charm against one purple.
Pickle.
And what?
Roll charm against one purple.
Charm was
I think you had like one green.
green. Yes.
Hey, as you kind of approach this thing, kind of clicking and talking to it, it kind of just kind of sits there and kind of looks at you, kind of funny, and just kind of skips to the side a little bit, left and right, and then just kind of watches you cautiously, but it doesn't run away from you.
Ah,
Among Us.
I will kill you.
If you get fire sting, don't come whine crying to me.
I don't even know you, friend.
All right. Temis.
Hey, you call me your friend.
Maybe.
Temis, what is your plan now that the lights have kicked back on?
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Okay,
Maybe.
let me just get something real quick. Okay, I have
Yes.
I have something to illustrate what I'm about to do.
Pro gamer.
Tara and I implore you to check your DMs.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Am I gonna regret this?
He's in his DMs.
Oh no.
He's
So
in the
I'm gonna
DMs of the DMs.
I have the disc launcher. I'm gonna make myself appear threatening to this thing. If it doesn't leave,
Add 2 boost die because its head's literally in a sack. Or add 2 black die because its head in a sack. But against coercion, you're gonna roll coercion against 1 purple.
Actually
let's
commits a war crime like a boss.
someone's got to do it. Coercion. Let's see here. So 1 purple and 2 black.
Yes.
Here. That is an advantage and what looks to be
A failure.
a failure. Yeah.
I'm gonna say you're just so dang chuffed with yourself. You literally walk up to this thing and just hold it at a disc point. And it doesn't see you at all. It's got its head. It's too busy chewing on its snacks. But you just feel like so amazed with yourself. You get a strain back.
Offense boost. I shoot it.
Don't.
Oh my god. Okay, roll attack. Add a
See,
boost die.
Unless he. Okay, you know what? I'll be the voice of reason for a minute. I take the bag off its head.
Okay, it's just kind of sitting there chewing on like what's left of a chip, and it just kind of looks at you funny.
I'm gonna coerce it again. This is its last chance. It gets 2 chances.
Okay. Roll straight coercion against the single purple.
I'm gonna either this thing leaves, or it leaves in a dump in it's just a trash bag. I don't want to because I'll end this thing peacefully if I can.
Oh my god.
I won't go full Doom guy as much as I want to.
Do not.
Just roll it without the blacks. 2 successes and advantages. Yeah, you just kind of stand over the top of this thing, looking down at it like pathetic, and it just kind of cocks its head sideways and just starts backing up slowly, and then turns and takes off running as fast as it can.
Just watch it jump out of like a vent.
Yeah, you see it like climb up the window and pop, or climb up the wall and out a window.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
It lived. It survived.
All
You're
right.
welcome.
That leaves one little Kofo Jaga that has been charmed by Materu. Still kind of sitting at the floor, kind of looking at him. Completely unaware that the rest of its comrades or partners are either dead or gone.
This is a terrible but bad thought plan.
But he kind of like slowly creep up as well, and just look behind him and just kind of watch what's happening
around the corner over here.
Listen,
No, I'm looking menacingly over the conveyor belt.
Listen, I had my friend do it once to a catapult scorpion. If she can do it, so can I.
What do I roll for catapult? See if I know what a catapult scorpion is. Taryn.
Roll general knowledge. Actually, I can't remember if I had a knowledge rock here or not.
I have a knowledge
If
Rahi.
you don't have, if you have a specific knowledge Rahi, you can use it. But if you don't, just roll general knowledge.
Against what?
Catapult scorpion. Roll average, 2 purple.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue what.
You have heard of a scorpion before.
A catapult scorpion.
Dangerous creatures.
What kind of big bad Rahi is that?
Yeah, but they're very comfy to touch.
Comfy. How is a catapult scorpion comfy to touch?
Don't question me. I will try to.
He's like, I get it. He's like, I get it. It's stupid. Leave it be.
All right. So what is your plan here, Materu? Are you just gonna try and coax the thing some more?
I will crouch down to show that I don't plan on moving anywhere.
Okay.
And I will continue Rahi talking.
Okay. Roll me charm again against 1 purple. If you want, you can spend a story point to upgrade that to a yellow if you'd like.
Yes.
That's something you can actively do.
Do I control my story points or?
Technically,
Use a
you
story
guys
point.
have a pool equal to the number of how many of you there are playing. So there's 4 total, and so far over everything, you guys have spent 2, and you have 2 remaining. After this one, you'll have 1. Actually, I think you're back to 2 because I spent 1 earlier too. So.
No, do I want to use it?
All right, go ahead and use it.
But do I want to?
We're getting kind of to the end of the session, so you're more than welcome to.
Okay. So, do I just remove the green one?
You basically, it gets upgraded to a yellow dice. Which means you can roll a triumph.
So now...
The yellow dice are better than the green dice. So you roll a yellow against a purple. And I'll give you a boost die because of your success before. So you get another blue die too.
So blue, green, yellow, and purple.
Yes.
Really cool.
No, a yellow, blue, and purple. No green. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
2 successes. Yeah, the thing's just gonna kind of wander over to you and kind of look at you, kind of funny. Do you have anything you want to give it?
Do I have any more nachos?
I'll say I'm just gonna say for the sake of flavor, yes, you do have some that you kind of pop out of your.
I give it.
Yeah, it'll take a bite from you and just kind of start eating from your hand. Congratulations,
And
you have a Kofo Jaga for now.
Away from over the conveyor belt.
I look back at the Rangiki. I told you it worked.
Well, I guess I was finding word. Oh, I guess I was the slow thinker here. And he kind of slaps him on the back. Slaps him on the back. My friend. You might be as crossword as I am.
You insult me. But I'm fine with it, because you're not the first.
Waving from over the conveyor belt.
So you just have a scorpion.
Pretty much. Now,
Again.
now, you just realize this. The scorpions that you guys have dealt with, you noticed how squishy they are, right?
That thing's not gonna.
Yeah, so if he uses that thing for anything combat related, it is toast.
Don't worry. It's
We just
not for me. It's for a
just-
friend.
We just watch it pop.
All right. So yeah,
I'm waving over to get their attention.
yeah, I'm gonna say your one companion. Where's his notes at here? Real quick. Zolu's gonna kind of come popping out from another thing, and he's like, "Are they all gone?"
Yep.
And he's just gonna kind of
I
like,
killed 2.
he's just gonna see the one kind of sitting at your feet. And he's like, "Oh my God, there's another one!"
Don't worry, it's mine. It's mine
Our,
now.
our Earth friend
It's a friend.
here. Our Earth here friend is a Jaga Whisperer.
Still doesn't matter. I don't like bugs. Like, can you just put it in
Scary shit.
like a tank or something?
No, because that's Rahi abuse.
The archives sweats nervously.
Details.
Can I be hurt at all?
Hmm.
So can I be hurt at all?
From
Yeah.
where you're at?
No, I'm like, I was asking like out of character, can I be hurt at all? Because I was trying to get their attention.
I would say from over there you should be able to.
Yeah, I'm gonna wave and say, killed 2, got power back on.
This is like excellent. Hopefully we can get the computers squared away and in order, and we'll turn this place into our little workshop. Feel free to claim whatever offices, rooms you guys want for whatever purposes you may need.
I immediately
good.
crawl over to the spot that I can use as a mechanic shop.
That would probably be either the garage or the back left room with the Jaga corpse in it.
Which one?
Yeah, this one's kind of like a tool shop, and this one's a
Ah.
garage.
Which is the tool shop and which is garage?
Tool shop is the one on the top left of the kind of office area, and the garage is the one over on the east end.
I'm gonna basically just, I guess I'll move some of the desks and stuff from the tool shop and some of the tools over to the garage.
Okay, that'll work. And I'm gonna say you guys are going to probably spend the next few hours kind of just getting the place kind of in order, sorting out where you want to go. You guys, if you want a particular
I'm also
room-
probably making my way back to to my old abode and starting to move the parts
Absolutely.
and crates over.
If you guys want, kind of tell me what room you guys are going to want. I'll shift around the map to kind of match what you guys want it to be.
I'll
I
probably
want
be in
over
here.
here.
We have this
Just
one.
kind of scatter yourself around where you want.
Oh yes. I can
My
think see it.
scorpion.
I can think see it now. As he kind of looking at around the room. All my discovered findings.
I have not removed any of the graffiti.
Yes.
All right, and we'll go
The
ahead.
graffiti is still there.
We'll go ahead and call things there since we've been playing for almost 4 hours now.
This is where the trophies of This will be the trophies of Rangiki, the Great Explorer, will be found.
All right.
Of
Well,
course.
Talking to himself.
Then behind the generator, I can hide the arm, the leg, and the main chassis of a Vaki that I have.
yeah. So,
The what?
Of course.
I have a Vaki that I salvaged a bit of a destroyed Vaki a while back. So
Yeah,
I have
know.
just the arm and the leg. And I'm trying to get it on. I'm trying to get it like completely
Wait.
put together and programmed to my whims because I don't trust
Wait.
any other Vaki that aren't my own.
that too.
Wait, I have an idea.
What?
From these Vaki parts, make armor for our Scofo Jaga.
Oh my god. All right.
Also, that reminds me, what type of Vaki do I have the parts for?
Well, Do you want it to be from your Metru?
It's up to you. You'll say I got it
most
from a
likely
different
it
one.
would probably be a Rorzak from your Metru,
All right.
which are kind of more the spying kind. But at any rate, we're gonna call the session there. So if you guys
Sounds good.
if you guys want to say bye to the end of the stream, you can if you would like to.
I got
Wait,
stuff
you're
to do.
streaming?
Like
Yes.
falling asleep. Yeah, we've been streaming this whole time.
Understandable.
I mean, except for that little interruption we had in the middle. But anyway, so long, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening along. Hopefully, we'll be playing again soon.
New character happens. Me.
Soon,
Among Us.
I will kill you.
New character.
Alright.